Hello, I'm Aidan and you are the listener, and this is Switching to the Future, a lame short podcast where I talk about the latest in regards to Nintendo and occasionally other relevant topics. Well, happy Friday, it's the 16th of May 2025 and the Switch 2 is due out in 20 days. 20 days until the end. Dun dun dun. Wait, did I say 16th of June or 16th of May? It's the 16th of May. Alright, now let's get to business. Yeah, I'm going to be a bit quieter this week as well as I'm also late. Switch 2 was revealed 4 months ago today. A quarter of a year already. And we're already a quarter of a year, well, a little more than a quarter of a year into a quarter of a century. Yeah. I know. Anyway, time for the latest news. Nintendo Music got the original soundtrack for Pokemon Sword and Shield. I liked the music when I had the game. I'm not a Pokemon fan. I had the game for a short period of time before selling it. But I like the music. Nintendo Classics, the Nintendo Switch Online Classic Game Libraries, got Killer Instinct Gold for Nintendo 64. Killer Instinct. I believe that's how the little line is said. I mean, I've heard good things about it. Don't really have any opinions about it, so yeah. Okay, Nintendo's San Francisco store opened, I believe, yesterday. Don't really have much to say about it because, well, I'm never going there in my life. But, from what I've seen, it does look cool. It does have a few Pikmin here and there, so that as well. Mario Kart World doesn't use AI art, so good. But then again, I mean, you can trust Nintendo to not use AI. Doesn't seem like you can trust any other developer other than maybe Team Asobi. Maybe you can also trust TT Games. You can probably also trust Valve, but I wouldn't trust any other game studios to not use AI at this point. Sigh. Also, the press aren't getting Switch 2 review units due to a significant Day 1 patch that the Switch 2 will apparently be getting. Well, could be worse. So, that's pretty much all the news other than final bit. Switch 1 games with free upgrades and their enhancements on Switch 2. I'm going to try and be quick with this. Switch 1 games that are getting games with share. Big Brain Academy, Brain vs. Brain. Mario Odyssey. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. 51 Worldwide Games, also known as Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics. Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. And Mario Odyssey. Games that are getting a FPS boost. ARMS. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. Games that are getting HDR support. ARMS. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. Bowser's Fury, not the Mario 3D World segment of that release. Super Mario Odyssey, Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, and Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, the 2019 remake. Resolution boost, ARMS, Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, Super Mario Odyssey, Game Builder Garage, Zelda Echoes of Wisdom and Link's Awakening, the 2019 remake. Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, and Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. In the other category, Game Builder Garage is getting mouse controls with the Joy-Cons. The game already supports using a USB mouse, so yeah. That's all the news out the way, so time for Topic of the Week 20. Bit fitting for today. 20 days until the end. Let's talk Hyrule. Why Hyrule? Why am I talking about the Switch 2 editions of the Zelda games? Because I just think it's an interesting idea to sell upgrades. Zelda knows it's going to be convenient. I mean, it's cheaper than buying a strategy guide for either game. I'm looking at my Tears of the Kingdom strategy guide right now. I sort of sometimes wish I didn't buy it. I mean, it's nice to have a book. I mean, it'll last longer than an online app. Then it works on the Switch 1 edition of the game, but... I mean, the Zelda Notes thing sounds cool, though. So, yeah. And then FPS and resolution boosts. Awesome. The ability for gear repair through Zelda Notes. Awesome. The ability to trade items with others. Awesome. The ability to share your creations in Tears of the Kingdom. Very awesome. It might take out a bit of creativity, but then it might add creativity. But then it might also allow people to share the most fun and stupid things they've created in something a bit better than a 30-second video on Twitter. So there's a lot of potential. And then because the Switch 2 is more powerful than the Switch 1, some stuff with building stuff in Tears of the Kingdom might be a bit more feasible. Oh, and then don't get me started on the Deku Forest. It's a miracle they got that thing running on the Wii U at the same graphical fidelity as Switch 1. But it works better. I'm sorry if I'm nerding out, but I'm excited. I'm excited to replay Zelda Breath of the Wild. I'm excited to eventually replay Tears of the Kingdom. So, yeah. That's topic of the week 20. 20 days till the end. Let's talk Hyrule. If you have any other thoughts about the Switch 2 editions of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, feel free to put them in the comments. Also, in the next couple of weeks, 13 days until the end, let's talk free upgrades. I'm going to talk about the free upgrades a bit more than just, oh, here's what they have. I'm going to give my opinions on them. And then 6 days until the end, let's talk go-karting, where I talk about Mario Kart 9, possibly also the legacy of the Mario Kart series in general. And then the day after Switch 2's launch, switching to yesterday, I'm dubbing it. Why that? Because it's the day after Switch 2's launch. It will only be a temporary title change. This show is always going to look forward. Also, I'd like to thank the genius who made the whole logo for this with the Switch logo below the 2, because... well, Nova. Because that is exactly how the logo looks on the spine. And this was designed back last August. A bit of a coincidence. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you for listening. Just one closing note. I got my first hate/troll comment 2 weeks ago. Woohoo! I deleted it because it was... I want to keep the comment sections a bit clean, please. But hey, it means that when this podcast was green, it got enough attention to where somebody had to be so boring to complain. I mean, if you complain properly, fine, if it's constructive, but if you're just going to swear... It only takes 30 more seconds to give a proper reason to why you swore. So please do that. Pretty please. Pretty please with cherry on top. Alright. Well, thank you for listening this week. Have a good remainder of your week, and goodbye.